Hi, are you evaluating BI vendors? There's a lot out there, I bet you've noticed. And people always ask me what sets Dundas aside and just how do I evaluate in general? Well, let me take you through a couple of things that you should maybe be looking at. I'm Jeff, and this is Off the Charts with Jeff. You gotta listen to real users. Do you guys ever go over to Amazon, buy a lawnmower, and look for analysts to try to get their reviews of how they feel about the lawnmower and various buzzwords and terms that you should be focused on when evaluating? I doubt it. Right? What you're going to do is scroll down to the bottom. You're going to look at user reviews, and you're probably going to pick one that does the best based on what other people think. So you should really do the same when you're evaluating BI vendors. The following are a list of different third-party review sites that we recommend. All of these backed by real users, not paid analysts. You'll also find that they also verify users. So one in particular uses LinkedIn in order to make sure that every user is real, right? And that people aren't faking the results. So these are great ways that you can go and just learn about a product. And wouldn't mind pointing out, Dundas does pretty well here. For you Dundas users out there, we thank you for these great reviews. Second thing you should consider is just the actual experience that you want to go for. Right? I think there's about 3 different types of users out there that would typically use a BI platform. You've got your non-technical business users who just want to come in and see content. You've got power users who want to build content, but they're not developers, right? They're not writing scripts, they're not coding, they're not making connections to databases. They might be using data, but they're not doing all of that themselves. Right? And then you've got the full-blown developer who wants to do everything. Right? I want to customize every part of the application. I need to set this up for my users. So you should be thinking about what type of user experience you want for your users. With something like Dundas, we have an adaptable experience depending on the user. So you can give your business users a simple interface where they can just come in and see content. Whereas you may want the self-service user to have data presented for them, set up by the developer. And then, of course, the developer still needs reins to go in there and do whatever they need. In this diagram, Dundas BI combines both a traditional IT-led approach to development and a modern self-service style. To illustrate my point, let's think about those 3 users that I mentioned earlier and how they fit into place. So depending on who's building the content, a business user can benefit from either a traditional IT-led platform where technical people would create content, and a power user is basically empowered to build content for their business users. The power user can benefit from either the IT-led platform or they can lead it themselves, depending on how much customization they're demanding. And technical people, they have a place in both of these modes by either totally taking over the creation process and doing it themselves, or maybe empowering other users to build their own content. The whole point is we mix and match these experiences, and you can set this up the way you need to in Dundas BI based on the needs of your users. So that's the type of experience that Dundas is providing. You're going to find that there's a lot of other vendors out there that are very one-dimensional, targeting one different type of user. So make sure you're aligned to what you actually want to do. All right, number 3, flexibility. One thing you're going to find is every single vendor you speak to is going to say, oh, we're customizable, we're flexible. Dundas means this to such a ridiculous level, I don't really know how to describe it. So I won't. No, I'm just kidding. So I'll give you one example. Dundas has so many properties that you can set for just the visualizations alone that we had to go and develop a second quick access property panel to make it easier to find the simple ones because we just had so many. That's how customizable Dundas is. The other thing is I've got an example dashboard. I'm going to take that dashboard and don't really love the style on this personally. I think it's a little bit flat, monotone. Here's the same dashboard being viewed a completely different way. We've just styled it to a different set of criteria. Number 4, what kind of support are you getting? Right? With a lot of vendors out there, you're just a number. Right? They're going to throw you over to their forums and say, have fun, buy our product. All right, with Dundas, you're going to get a lot more than just technical support. We have client enablement where we help you through the process. We give advice. We're actually invested in your success. So very different experience. And you should evaluate support when you're looking at different vendors. It's important. The other thing you should think about is we're Canadian, which means we're nice. So if you like what you're seeing, why don't you give us a download? Try Dundas BI for yourself, or even arrange a live demonstration with one of our solutions architects. We'd love to hear about you. We'd love to learn about your data visualization needs, and we'd love to help.